Want to know the latest and hottest music hitting the airwaves? Don't be left out. Listen to the Golden State Media Concepts Music Podcast. Keith keeps you on the loop with everything you need to know from pop, rock, hip-hop, and the top 40. And we'll throw in news of your favorite artists, concert and tour dates, and so much more. Listen no further, because this is the gold standard in music podcast.
Greetings, good people of the planet Earth and the known universe. You're listening to GSMC's Music Podcast. It's your Captain Keith. So today's first new music review for the year is Ice Cube's Everythang's Corrupt, Elvis Costello and the Imposters with Look Now, and Radiant Children with Tryin. So let's get to our reviews. So Elvis Costello and the Imposters. Look Now is the 30th studio album by singer-songwriter Elvis Costello and his band, The Imposters. It is his first studio album in 5 years. Costello wrote and produced most of the album himself with co-production help from Sebastian Chris, who was Latin Grammy Producer of the Year in 2007 and 2015. He co-wrote a new track with Carole King called Burnt Sugar Is So Bitter and worked with Burt Bacharach on 3 other songs. Costello told NPR that it is the uptown pop record with a little swagger that he has wanted to make for 20 years. They named the album one of their best new albums of the week during its week of release. All Music also describes that album, often feels like a cross between Imperial Bedroom and Painted from Memory. Costello's 1998 collaboration with Burt Bacharach, and not just because Bacharach co-wrote 3 tracks with Costello. Adding that it isn't rock and roll so much as it's pop that blends the craft of classic brill-building tunes of the 60s with the narrative maturity of classic Broadway musicals and the sort of ballads that were once the purview of classic jazz vocalists. Not a bad description, okay. The Associated Press in their review points out how the album, like Anna Karenina, reads like a series of lamentations of various characters. The collaboration with King was a project 20 years in the making. The two forged a friendship over eating sushi together in Manhattan before finally making music together. So the first song on the album I want to talk about, so let's get into the review now. It's called Under Lime. Before I get into that, I'm sorry. Let me talk about the cover art first. So the record cover, its colors are red, green, like navy blue, white. So it's a picture of a woman. It's like a painting of a woman's side profile, like with white makeup, red lipstick. And the eye, her left eye is like green with a black eyeliner and purple over her eyelid. It's interesting. She's like wearing a turtleneck sweater, looks like. And it says, Look Now. It says Elvis Costello and the Imposters in gold letters. And then Look Now is underneath her face in big red letters, bold. It's interesting cover art. So the first song on the album, like I said, is called Under Lime. And it starts off with drums with cymbals and kick snare pattern. A muted sounding bass kicks in with the piano. The muted sounding bass drives the song along with the drums. Horns come into the song at one point and come out. The bass line drives up and down the song. There is like a mellotron ambience in the background. The drums play in a less is more jazz-like rhythm throughout the song, pulling back at times, letting Elvis's vocals and other additional harmony vocals have more breathing room. The horn arrangement has an orchestral feel to its delivery. The muted bass line plays like a rhythm and lead guitar throughout this song. This is a sequel to Costello's 2010 track, Jimmy Standing in the Rain, which tells the story of a vaudeville performer in the 30s who has fallen on hard times. And Under Lime, it's 20 years later, and he's attempted a comeback by having a rough go of it. He agrees to appear as the mystery guest on the TV quiz show, where a young female production assistant does her best to dodge his advances and get him to the stage. Once on the show, he makes a fool of himself, setting back his career even further. The song is basically about a has-been who's given up on life. I mean, the last part is my take on it when you listen to the description. Yeah, I mean, he's just, it's just been over for him, and he's just spiraling out of control. So here's the lyrics to the song. It's a long way down from the high horse you're on when you stumble and then you're thrown. The last time we saw him, he was out in the rain, watching that train roll down the track. Now he's back in showbiz, peddling his comeback. We know that he's desperate, and we know that he's broke. He's the mystery guest we'll puncture. They told a young girl with a clipboard, just keep him amused. Whatever you do, don't tell him your name. Wow. Whatever you say, don't let him drink. Underline, underline, underline. He whistles out of tune. His words don't always rhyme. But we will be right back. We're almost out of time. Down a long corridor, he's trying to impress. He was helping a showgirl fasten up her dress. Oh, goodness, here we go. And the clock on the wall tick-tocked the time away. And the band starts to play. In the violent strip of an undressing room, she loosened his grip and started. Tell me your story. If you feel so inclined. He was a mess, almost resigned. Though she could guess, I think you will find, she thought, oh, I wouldn't mind. And then the next verse. He asked her boyfriend's name, then her whole family tree. She thought, I can't believe it's happening to me. And upset, said, hey, pet, would you kindly pass that pill and allow me to just dictate my dying will? Oh. And the clock on the wall tick-tocked the time away, and the band starts to play. Jimmy was dreaming as she uncrossed her legs. He shuttered his eyes discreetly. And he thought of a drummer and considered a snare, but the beat of his heart said, don't even start. His conscience was bare, said, hey, don't even dare. She's completely unaware. She forced a laugh or a sigh at every alibi. Once every crime was confessed, he buttoned up his vest, said, hey, gal, you're a pal. You really been a sport, and you don't get a record if you never get caught. Wow. And the clock on the wall tick-tocked the time away, and the band starts to play. It's a long way down from the high horse you're on. It's a long way back as you cover your track, or you bury your crime. Underline, 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 underline. It's a long way down from the high horse you're on. It's a long way back as you cover your track, or you bury your crime. Underline, 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 underline. It's a long way down from the high horse you're on. It's a long way back as you cover your track, as you bury your crime. Underline, 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 underline. So I don't know if underline is the drink, or I don't know why this song is actually called that. But it's a great song. I do like it. It's very interesting and sad. So now, Burnt Sugar is so bitter, as I said earlier in the podcast. Elvis Costello got a chance to write this song with Carole King. Carole King is a very famous songwriter and singer, very well known for her songwriting credits. So this song, it starts off with piano, mellotron and drums. When Elvis Costello comes in with his vocals, the drums pause and come back in the matching. Oh, I'm just messing all this up. These are my notes, too, people. Sorry, good people of planet Earth. Let me go back. Okay. So it starts off with piano, mellotron, and drums. When Elvis Costello comes in with his vocals, the drums pause and come back in, matching the bass on a single note rhythm or single note rhythms. The drums eventually change pace as Elvis sings his verses. The bass line gets a funky disco-like groove for a few measures. The funky bass line drives the song along with the drums and piano in the background. A faint guitar rhythm slides in and out. A horn section comes in as well, along with soothing background vocal harmonies. The drums have a great acoustic feel to their delivery and production. The bass and piano really make this song stand out. This is one of my favorite songs on the album. This song is about a wife who loses her husband's love. She doesn't quite know how it happened All she knows is that she has to pick up the pieces and still provide for her family. And now that her husband has left her and their children, the children are upset with their father leaving as well. Carole King and Elvis Costello made a great song together. The acoustic and organic production of the song is superb. So, yeah, it really is. This is one of my favorite songs on the album, definitely. Very cool. So, and here's the verses. She says, "What is it that I've done? Did you want me to be punished?" When she woke up one day to find that he had started to vanish. But if you overhear voices, perhaps you should not be listening at all. Twitch the vigilant lips, make a slow, sour face, said the scandalous whispering. And here's the chorus. She's out on her own with the rest of her riches as the kids paint them out of the refrigerator pictures. She picks up the bills, pays off the babysitter, because everybody knows burnt sugar is so bitter. And here's the bridge. Once there was a time before you turned strange. She thought they would be together for more than a lifetime. Look at him now. My, how things have changed. He can tell his sweetheart out of any girl on just a whiff. And in turn from a candy to a caramel. And make her hate the silhouette she used to feel and say, I know nothing about him. And the second verse. Now what's left on the birthday cake is very beautifully frosted. An absent father picks up the phone to find the numbers unlisted. Well, ouch. But while the kids are distracted, they don't notice she's nervous at all. But how long will it take not to make a mistake when a gentleman comes to call? Here's the second chorus. She's out on her own with the rest of her riches as the kids tear down the refrigerator pictures. They already know how a woman may advance from a pretty picture hat to a supermarket trance. And if it's unkind, you might as well forget it, because everybody knows burnt sugar is so bitter. And then burnt sugar is so bitter. Burnt sugar. So, I mean, when you listen to these songs, they're sad. But the music is so nice. It's such a great contrast. Well, I'll talk more about that when I'm done with this part of the review. So the next song is called You Shouldn't Look at Me That Way. And this is the last track on the album. Love this song. The video, there's a nice video for it. And basically, well, I'll get into it. Okay. I'm getting ahead of myself here. You Shouldn't Look at Me That Way is the last song on the record, and it's a jazz ballad that starts off with acoustic piano, with brush stick drums, and an orchestral, I'm sorry, good people of planet Earth. Me, my own tongue twisting here. And an orchestral string arrangement. The song is slow, paced with a less is more feel with its production. Subtle yet rich with bittersweet charm. Elvis Costello and the Imposters combine jazz and classical music perfectly together on this track. The acoustic piano and jazz-style brush stick playing drums navigate the song. The orchestral string arrangement sweetens the pot, so to speak, with a little bit of trumpet towards the end of the song. There is no bass on this track, and guess what? For once, it's not actually needed. This song is about a young man who falls in love with an aging actress who is married. This song is actually taken from the original motion picture Film Stars Don't Die in Liverpool, starring Annette Bening and Jamie Bell. This is definitely one of my favorite songs on this album. I really like the video. I was reviewing this record and I watched the video, and it was very moving. It totally enhanced the song. But the song is just nice. It is. I'm gushing about it. Okay. So here's the lyrics to this song. You shouldn't look at me that way. Am I fine? Am I pleasing? Are you pitying? Are you testing? You shouldn't look at me. You shouldn't look at me that way. Should a glance from you just shoot through me? If a glimpse of you could undo me, you shouldn't look at me. You shouldn't look at me that way. Here's the chorus. Time among all of your enemies leaves you nothing but bitter memories. From the first flash of affection to avoiding your own reflection, you shouldn't look at me. You shouldn't look at me that way. The second verse. Now the flash bulbs bedazzle while you're figuring out the spasm You shouldn't look at me. You shouldn't look at me that way. Don't take more than I offer. All my love, or I'll make you suffer. You shouldn't look at me. You shouldn't look at me that way. More about this song in this review after this break.
Always on the go, but the day just won't be one without your Hollywood fix. Let Golden State Media Concepts Entertainment Podcast take care of that. An all-inclusive look of pop culture.
And once again, you're listening to Golden State Media Concepts Music Podcast. And this is your Captain Keith, and we're currently reviewing the Elvis Costello and the Imposters new album, Look Now, and we're on the last song in review, which is actually the last song on the album, You Shouldn't Look at Me That Way. And here's the rest of the lyrics from this song. The chorus: time among all your enemies makes disguises from drastic melodies, from the first flash of detection to avoiding your own reflection. You shouldn't look at me. You shouldn't look at me that way. You shouldn't look at me that way. So, I mean, when he sings that, he's singing from that actress's perspective that, hey, you look at me, stop looking at me like that because I'm going to melt into your arms. You looking at me that way is the reason why we're having this affair. So very interesting, interesting lyrics in the song. So, Elvis Costello and the Imposters Look Now is a sad record about love. The disillusion of love, broken marriages, families, and torrid affairs. Who will leave and who will stay? This record plays like a messy soap opera that you indulge in even though you know you shouldn't. With the most amazing, calming, soothing, and charismatic music that creates a brilliant contrast to the lyrics. A jazzy, classical, acoustic blend that works. On a scale of 1 to 10, I give this record an 8 out of 10. And my favorite tracks on this album are Under Lime, Burnt Sugar is So Bitter, Unwanted Number, I Let the Sun Go Down, Mr. and Mrs. Hush, Photographs Can Lie, Why Won't Heaven Help Me, The Final Mrs. Curtain, You Shouldn't Look at Me That Way, and He's Giving Me Things. So yeah, it's the first record that I've heard in a while that, it's sad, but it's, like I said, but it's still really good because the music is just so calming and soothing. Yeah, it's just a nice record, very soulful. So the next record I want to talk about is a EP from this group called Radiant Children. Their album is called Tryin. And what's cool is like the cover art is it's a bathtub, like a gold looking bathtub. The picture was taken. It's clean, of course, which is nice. It says Radiant Children on the top left hand corner in white letters. And there's like a half of a, I don't know if it's half of a planet. I don't know what this thing is on top of the Radiant Children. It's like a half circle. And it's in stripes, red, orange, yellow, and blue. Interesting, very colorful. But yeah, this is definitely someone's bathroom. I don't know if it's Radiant Children's bathroom, but it's a cool cover. It gets your attention. It's like the sun is shining through the bathroom window, so you can see the light flashing off or reflecting off of the bathtub. So, but Radiant Children is a London-based trio. Was founded in the winter of 2016. Consisting of members Tyler Accord, a.k.a. Lowfield, the DJ, if I'm saying his name right, or Lowfield, it's Lophiile. I don't even know how you say that. I really don't. So, Marco Bernardis and Fabian Holloway. I first heard this group on the last season of HBO's Insecure, starring Issa Rae. By the way, I love that show, and the soundtrack to that last season was amazing. Radiant Children was definitely a part of it with a song called Life's a Bee. And by the way, so the reason why I mentioned, good people of the planet Earth and the known universe, when I talk about there's a video for this song off this record or a video for the song off that record. So the reason why I mentioned that in regards to like Elvis Costello and the Imposters, You Shouldn't Look at Me That Way, great video. Radiant Children's Life's a Bee, censor, off of the Tryin EP, a great video, is because, there used to be a time where music videos were so popular that that's how you figured out what you wanted to pick up for a record. You saw the video and you liked it and it made you like the song. It was a great advertisement for it. It was the best marketing, musically speaking. One of the reasons why I got into different types of music and different genres was because of music videos. I was enamored by them, and I just, it just blew my mind. So singing like the last 30 seconds of English Beats I Confess video got me into the group. I knew about Oingo Boingo from the Little Girls video, and, the cameo videos, Van Halen, Stevie Wonder, Prince, Michael Jackson, of course. Those videos were amazing. Thomas Dolby, David Bowie, The Clash. All those music videos just blew my mind. In excess. That's how I got into different genres of music, through music videos. And today, it's just not that way anymore. No one's having that conversation about how, I just saw that music video for this group and it was great. I gotta go get that record. No one's really having that conversation anymore. So I'm glad and grateful that we have YouTube, because they're filling a void that MTV left, because MTV acknowledges that they don't play music videos the way they used to. And I don't really watch VH1 anymore, so I don't know if they're still playing videos or not. I think they still are, but, there used to be, all kinds of music video shows back in the day. Friday night videos, MV3, Night Flight, Night Tracks, I think the Video Jukebox or the Box. So, it's a great way to expose people to art, musically speaking. So, like I said, I'm glad that YouTube is here so you can go online and see this video and decide for yourself, maybe I'll check them out. Now, one of the great things that music videos also did for me was that there were often songs I didn't care for that I saw in the music video, and because the music video was so great, it got me to like the song. So it left me with a whole different perspective and perception of that song when I hear it now. So that's true power, artistically and musically speaking, when you can have a music video to a song that people may not have liked when they heard the song, but when they saw the video, they're like, that song is great, because you think about what you saw and you have a pleasant memory of it now. So, yeah, that's why I mentioned to all of you out there in the universe and planet Earth, when these artists have videos, so you can check them out, so you can be turned on, So, yeah, and watching the Life's a Bee video from Radiant Children got me even more intrigued with them, because it was a very cool video. So, yeah. So, let me get back into it. So, Fabian Holloway, 1/3 of the soulful R&B trio Radiant Children, here's how she got into music, actually. She was trained to be a ballet dancer when she was a kid. But when she was 13, she was told that her knees were too weak. So her dance teacher told her, quote, "So my dance teacher told me I should do something with my voice instead. I took her advice and fully immersed myself in music and my parents' record collection." She's been singing ever since. Tyler Court, another of the trio, has also been into music from day one. His mom was a singer and his dad was a sound guy. I was in a ton of bands. I started DJing, then producing, then writing. I've been into everything from R&B to metal. Then there's Marco Bernardis, whose mom played great music in the car and forced him to write songs because he hated playing piano. That's interesting. The three-part band met through a series of overlaps. Marco and Fabienne played in wedding covers bands once. Marco met Ty, for Tyler, at a studio session. They introduced him to Fabienne. The transatlantic trio, Marco's from Surrey, Fabienne grew up in the West Midlands, and Tyler is from Washington State in the U.S., started writing together for a bit of fun until they realized it was actually quite good and they should keep doing it. 3 years later, they released their first EP, Tryin. So that's a little history on Radio Children. So let's go into the review. So the first track I want to talk about is Go Left. Actually, it's the first track on the EP. It starts off with keys playing along with hand claps. Fabian Holloway's voice is sultry, soulful, and stern all at once. You can hear it as soon as she starts to sing. The keys are playing a single rhythm at the intro. Drums kicking in with the fast synth bass. The keys are, or regular bass, I'm not quite sure. The keys are sparse in arrangement. You can hear keyboard and atmospherics in the background. The hand claps come in and out of the song. The keys and synth bass, the keys and synth bass anchor the song, especially during the chorus when the songs pick up the pace. You feel like you're running with Radiant Children as Fabian Holloway tells you to run. The song ends with a slow and soft string arrangement that is a complete contrast from most of the song, and it works. This song is about embracing the individual and rebel that you are, especially when you realize that your society is treating you like you're stupid. You know better. The song is about leaving the lies behind, taking your vision elsewhere because you basically know that you're living in the matrix. You better run, leave all that crap behind. Go left, go left. That's part of the song. This song also reminds me of Jimi Hendrix's If 6 Was 9. Not the music, but the beautiful rebellious spirit to it. Having true power when you can identify the societal phoniness all around you. This has become one of my favorite songs. Here's the lyrics. Oh yeah, sometimes I do things I don't want to do. I should tell you I don't live my life for you. Yeah, these familiar artifacts will never feel brand new. To tell you the truth, I think I always knew. And the pre-chorus, they tell you life is but a dream, but they want to sell you down the stream. You won't get a hold of me, so you better run. Better leave this place, get lost and go a different way. Go left, go left, go left, go, go. Head for the sun. You're so out of space when the man's getting on your case. Go left, go left, go left, go, go. Hey. Yeah, I said, screw the papers, censor. I said, screw the news, censor. It makes me feel frustrated when they take me for a fool. Alarm bells ringing out, but he'd rather press snooze. What do? I think I always knew. More pre-chorus. They tell you life is but a dream, but they want to sell you down the stream. You won't get a hold of me, so you better run. Better leave this place, get lost, and go a different way. Go left, go left, go left, go, go. Head for the sun. You're so out of space. When the man's getting on your case, go left, go left, go left, go, go. Hey, and here's the bridge. I don't have to reason why. I don't need no suit and tie. Said if you got wings, then you're born to fly. If we can't be free, we die. I don't have to reason why. I don't need no one tell me crap, censor. I don't need no suit and tie. I've got it all on my own. Said if you got wings, then you're born to fly. If we can't be free, we'll die. More pre-chorus. So what do? I think I always knew. You better run. Better leave this place. Get lost and go a different way. Go left, go left, go left, go, go. Head for the sun. You're so out of space. When the man's getting on your case, go left, go left, go left, go, go. You better run. Better leave this place. Get lost and go a different way. Go left, go left, go left, go, go. Head for the sun. You're so out of space. When the man's getting on your case, go left, go left, go left, go, go. Hey, you better run away. You're so out of space. Gotta get away, get away, get away. Head for the sun today. Feel it on your face. Gotta get away, get away, get away. And there you go. And yes, folks, I enjoyed reading those lyrics. I did. I really did. Yeah, and that's the first track on the album. Yeah. So, yeah, I like that a lot. So, the second song I want to talk about is Life's a Bee, censor. That's the one they had the video, the great video for. and it's also in the Insecure TV series. So. And I hope Issa Rae puts out a soundtrack for Insecure, because I love to hear it. We'll get into Life's a B after this break.
Tired of searching the vast jungle of podcasts? Now listen close and hear this out. There's a podcast network that covers just about everything that you've been searching. The Golden State Media Concepts Podcast Network is here. Nothing less than a podcast bliss with endless hours of podcast coverage. From news, sports, music, fashion, cooking, entertainment, fantasy, football, and so much more. So stop lurking around and go straight out to the Golden State Media Concepts Podcast Network. Guaranteed to fill that podcast itch. Whatever it may be. Visit us at www.gsmcpodcast.com. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter, and download us on iTunes, SoundCloud, and Google Play.
Once again, you're listening to GSMC's Music Podcast with Captain Keith. And we're talking about the Radiant Children's EP, Tryin, the new album. And the song in review is The Life's a B, censor. Starts off with the cool rhythm guitar riff that is clean in sound and funky in rhythm. This rhythm guitar intro sets the pace for the song. Fabian Holloway's voice has a vocal effect on it that makes her sound airy, heavenly, otherworldly. The bass comes in and has a wah-wah feel to it, actually, very funky. The keys have a futuristic sci-fi space vibe to them. Towards the end of the song, the guitar changes tone into another jazzy, clean riff. The keys change and have a heavy robotic sound to the rhythm. The drums have a steady beat that only changes during the chorus. They fall out and come back in. Synthesizers and keys overlap each other at the end of the song. There is a great video for the song. I already mentioned that. I definitely recommend all of you to watch it. This song is about a lady realizing that she must face her fears and stop doubting herself. She's encouraged to believe that she's actually a lot more right about things that she perceives than what she is led to believe. She's also encouraged to let go of the small things that she may perceive are problems that in the big picture really aren't. The song also talks about the bittersweet aspect of life, that once you accept that life's a B, you can then move on from it. So here's the lyrics. Don't always think you're wrong when you're right. They always try to change your mind. Darling, just do whatever feels right. Your life is there to be designed. It's both a blessing and a curse to feel everything so deeply like you do, girl. I know there's been more times that it hurts. But who said love was never easy, girl? Here's the chorus. Life's a B, then you die. La, 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 la. The second verse. Oh, it's easier said than done. But don't you worry about those little things. And bigger. What a fine revelation when you realize there's no voices in your head, girl. Chorus. Life's a B, and then you die. La, 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 la. And then the bridge and the outro. When the world really gets you down, don't be scared. Don't be scared. Know all the little things you worried about ain't really there. Really there. No. When the world really gets you down, don't be scared. Don't be scared. Know all the little things you worried about ain't really there. Really there. No. Been talking to yourself at night. I've been thinking you should take that flight. Let it go if it don't feel right. Yes, said. Yeah. Said, so you won't come and put your phone down. You know you got to leave that thing alone. You know it's real bad for you. Take a walk outside, because life's a B, and then you die, and then you die, and then you die, and then you die. So there that is. So the last song I want to talk about from the EP is Pokeball. It starts off with an acoustic piano that sounds off in the distance. The bass comes along with a muffled kick drum and snare basic beat. The bass has a slow and steady groove. It navigates the song along with the muted percussion. The Fender Rhodes keys play a nice church organ-like solo. Then the keys begin to match Fabian Holloway's vocal phrasing before the end of the solo. The muted percussion has a boom-bap feel to it in a very subtle way. Flutes come in towards the end and give the song even more warmth to it despite the sad contrast lyrically speaking. The song is about Fabian being upset because her boyfriend walked out on her. He left their place. She admits that it's her fault and that she has a problem with lying. She also admits that she wants him to come back home. She admits to fronting like she doesn't need him, but she admits to being wrong because she does. Fabian is hoping that he will cool off and come back home to her. So here's the lyrics. It ain't easy being breezy. It ain't easy being sensitive. I'm not who I said I is. It's not what it looks like. Ain't easy being so psycho. You already know, about to throw ice at the wall just to watch it break. I could get into a brawl with myself, and maybe you too. I act like I don't need you, but the pre-chorus, I lie, I'm a liar, and an ugly crier, spitting out my pacifier. Chorus, now you're gone. So I'm up in the kitchen listening to sad songs, hoping that you won't be gone too long. I want you to come back home to me. Second verse, so tell me what I'm going to do if I can't lay with you. I only find the words to say each time you walk away. It's like I'm going through withdrawals, even got the shakes, but I can't blame you at all. I'll rewind it, take it right back. You know I'm still young like that. Ooh wee, oh, ooh wee, oh wee. All my chances I blewy, and now my eyes are getting dewy. And then of course, now you're gone. So I'm up in the kitchen listening to sad songs, hoping that you won't be gone too long. I want you to come back to me. Come back home to me. The bridge. Too sad, too bad. I knew that I was wrong. Man, I'm hoping you'll come back to me. Alkalizing, sun is rising. Another day to be better for me. Good morning, garden. Growing, you remind me this won't be forever. So that's Pokeball. Great song, very sad, but and there actually might be I think there's a video for that too. There's a video for Pokeball as well. Let me double check on that for you. You can hear me clapping, doing my little research. Yes, there's a video for Pokeball and Live CB. Yep, I was right. Alrighty. So, Radiant Children. Radiant Children's Tryin is an EP that is rich with organic neo-soul and jazz blended perfectly together. Their music is different and yet familiar at the same time. When Fabian Holloway sings, you believe every word she says. This record is about trying to hold on to your love of self, of the one you love, your sanity and identity. A very personal, moving, and compelling record. The lead singer, Fabian Holloway, really does let you into her personal space for better and worse. Multi-instrumentalist Marco Bernardis and Tyler Accord lay soulful production that soothes and stimulates all at once. This trio definitely lays in the groove and stays in it. On a scale from 1 to 10, with 1 being the worst and 10 being the best, I give this record a 10 out of 10. My favorite tracks on this record are all of them. All of them. So that's Go Left, Tryin, Life's a B, 48th and 9th, which is a really cool jazz instrumental, like interlude, and then Pokeball. Like I said, my favorite tracks are all of them. 10 out of 10. You know Captain Keith doesn't do that often, just saying. My only complaint is I haven't been able to find this physically. I'd love to get this record. I'd love to get this record on vinyl or on CD. Definitely. That's my only complaint. But it's a great record. I'm looking forward to seeing what they do next. And last but not least, you know it, good people of the planet Earth and the known universe, your favorite rap gangster, O'Shea Jackson, a.k.a. Ice Cube. The new album, Everythang's Corrupt. And the cover art. Where do I begin? There's a fist holding a $100 bill. And it's covered in blood. And the $100 bill is protruding over his hand as he grips it. Yeah, so basically that's like a sign for blood money. Yeah, that's the cover. It's a fist holding a $100 bill, and there's blood on the $100 bill and on his fingers. So yeah, that's a powerful statement there. So Everything's Corrupt is the 10th studio album by American rapper Ice Cube. It was released last month by Lynch Mob and Interscope Records. It is his first studio album since 2010's I Am the West, and was originally set for release in 2015, actually. The project was set to drop several years ago, but was placed on the background so that Cube could focus on his other projects. Some fans wondered if Everything's Corrupt would ever see the light of day, as the legendary MC hadn't released a proper album since 2010's I Am the West. However, Cube reassured his fans that the effort hadn't been abandoned and that it would arrive before 2019, which it did. It ended up taking longer than expected, but I'm glad it did, because the timing is perfect, Cube said. Ice Cube said to Beats One Radio. Because if you look around, everything is corrupt. If you look at the situation at every level, there is corruption. Well, there that is. So the first track I want to talk about is Arrest the President. It starts off with heavy sounding horns, a sound effect playing off the keyboard, with a low-end synth bass and guitar in the background. Once Ice Cube starts his verse, the drums kick in with a snare and clap rhythm pattern. The keyboard pattern changes the pitch to the acoustic piano sound for the horn effect. The synth bass begins to match the piano rhythm. The keys and the percussion anchor the song. This song has a menacing dark rhythm vibe to the production, actually. The synth bass is faint, low rhythm. It is a faint, low rhythm that comes in and out of the song. This song is pretty self-explanatory. Ice Cube is calling for President Trump to get arrested for the various crimes that he believes he has committed. So, but mind you, that is Ice Cube's perspective and not the perspective of Golden State Media Concepts. Okay, so the lyrics to the song. Yeah, when I drop the mic, I hit the floor like Thor. That's right. You can't pick up no more. Don't even try. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it is. Yeah, y'all know what it shall be. Get smart for the crap start, censor. For it get dark, for they hit you with the pitchfork. Better crip walk. This is real talk. Smoke cushion bush, then we peel off. Brother still rolling with the wheels off. Always looking out for the crisscross. I'm a bigger boss than Rick Ross. Okay. Always winning. Brother get lost. It's the warlord. Bring the voodoo. When I bail through, it's crazy like Bellevue. What they tell you, leave that boy alone. Leave that boy alone. Like Home Alone, yeah. Screw a skull and bone. Arrest the president. You got the evidence. That brother is Russian intelligence. Okay. When it rains, it pours. Did you know the new white was orange? Wow. Boy, you're showing your horns. They're trying to replace my halo with thorns. You so basic with your vape stick. Let's go ape crap in the Matrix. Arrest the president. Arrest the president. Arrest the president. You got the evidence, brother. Arrest the president. Arrest the president. Crazy. Verse 2. I took back my ice and all black tonight. That's right. Some brothers got to sacrifice. Not a criminal. No, I'm a Seminole. Yeah, I was free once, and now I'm clinical. Crazy. You so technical. This was Mexico. Now everywhere I go is owned by Texaco. Screw them. Screw them and the rest of you. Hell yeah. I turn the fruit into a vegetable. Pop you mother lovers out. I'm a roll with the aliens. More after this message.
Watching TV has changed over time. Streaming has become the new norm. That's why Golden State Media Concepts television podcast dives headfirst to the world of cord cutting. Want to be on the loop of what's hot in Netflix? Or if it's not a preference, what about original shows in Hulu? We've got you covered. Join us as we fill in the blanks and talk about movies to stream and what show you should be binging. This is the Golden State Media Concepts television podcast.
Once again, you're listening to Golden State Media Concepts music podcast. Captain Keith. And we are reviewing Ice Cube's new record, Everything's Corrupt. And we're on the song, Arrest the President. So here's some more lyrics. Man, screw these Homo sapiens. They don't really want to make friends. Hell no. All they want is a Mercedes-Benz. Hell yeah. All they want is their dividends and decibels. Screw these citizens. They'll treat us like hooligans. Throw them in. They don't care what school he in. These people don't play fair. It ain't even fair at the state fair. Give a young brother gray hair. That's why I'm here. Make your butt lay there, punk. You better stay there. Close your effing eyes like it's a daycare. Make myself clear. Make myself clearer than Shakespeare. I'm here to take money, even fake hair. So desperate is what I'm left with. For the record, you affected. Who you elected is so septic, so full of crap, I can't accept it. Chorus, arrest the president. Woo, arrest the president. Woo, arrest the president. You got the evidence, brother. Censor. Arrest the president, brother. Arrest the president, brother. Arrest the president. You got the evidence, brother. Arrest the president, brother. Arrest the president, brother. Arrest the president. You got the evidence, brother. Arrest the president, brother. Arrest the president. Arrest the president. You got the evidence. Third verse. I reside on the west side. I murder with my third eye. Brother so fly, get a bird's eye. I make him scream bloody murder. Let's meet at the White House. Come on, run in and turn the lights out. Man, they treat it like a trap house, yeah. These mother lovers never take the trash out, damn. They just cash out and mash out. Brother, take your drugs and pass out. Shut the F up. Brothers love to go that fast route. Yeah, I see you and your black butt. Get out. Homie, you play too much. Yeah. While these devils, they doing way too much. Most of them won't say too much. While they're steady planning, God knows what. That's why I roll with the real ones. Real ones trying to reach millions. Real ones trying to make billions. Real ones dressed like civilians. Chorus, arrest the president, arrest the president, arrest the president. You got the evidence. Woo, arrest the president. Woo, arrest the president. Woo, arrest the president. You got the evidence. Yeah, that's the Ice Cube we all know and love. Next song I want to talk about on this record is called On Them Pills. Starts off with two ladies talking outside about one of their neighbors. The neighbor was high on drugs, disturbing the neighborhood. You hear keys are playing atmospheric sounds in the background while the ladies are talking. Another keyboard rhythm overlaps in the background as well. Once the two ladies finish talking, a trap bass and drums kick in. Ice Cube comes in with his rhymes. The keys play a 4-note rhythm in the background that sounds a little like a tubular bells ringing in the background. This sound navigates the song along with the trap bass. This song is about the dangers people are facing by being on them pills instead of marijuana. Ice Cube goes into the dangers of what will happen if you're on them chemicals. It's an epidemic that is all bad. And here's the lyrics. Now, who is the public enemy? He should be too embarrassed to even walk through this mother lover again. When he comes down, somebody's gonna say some crap. He gonna pay. It can't be that effing crazy to come outside and do some crap like this. He's on some out there crap. Somebody done gave him something. Them brothers on them pills, them ladies on them pills. Popping crap is why they can't pay the bills. They be swearing, sweating, they need gills. Screw that chronic smoke, they want them chemicals. Them brothers on them pills, them ladies on them pills. Popping crap is why they can't pay the bills. They be sweating, they need gills. Screw that chronic smoke, they want them chemicals. Verse 1. You's a drugstore cowboy. Everything you put in your mouth look like an Altoid. Crazy ass brothers love a lady named Molly. Censor. The witch named Molly passed out on the floor. Go and get a dolly. I saw your boy in the street butt naked, worming up and down on 122nd. He caught me off guard with that lyric. I remember hearing it, but reading it right now, that picture just made me laugh. I'll go back. He says, I saw your boy in the street butt naked, worming up and down on 122nd. That's not a good look. You know you want something when he says this. His mama tried to stop him, and them youngsters had to mob him. So cops tried to pop him, but them bullets couldn't drop him. Damn. Them brothers on them pills, them ladies on the pills. Popping crap is why they can't pay the bills. They be sweating, they need gills. Screw that chronic smoke, they want them chemicals. Them brothers on them pills, them ladies on them pills. Popping crap is why they can't pay the bills. They be sweating, they need gills. Screw that chronic smoke, they want them chemicals. Second verse. Baby, if you're feeling horny, take 2 of these and wake up in the morning with a brother snoring you don't even know and his half cousin and his little bro. Damn, are you a hoe from Idaho? Idaho? Hell yeah, especially off that chemical. Them freaking drugs take you to that pinnacle. Drop you in the snow, hoe with it in 10 below. Correct. Okay. Them brothers on them pills, them ladies on them pills. Popping crap is why they can't pay the bills. They be sweating, they need gills. Screw that chronic smoke, they want them chemicals. Them brothers on them pills, them ladies on them pills. Popping crap is why they can't pay the bills. They be sweating, they need gills. Screw that chronic smoke, they want them chemicals. The third verse. He fizz and got them Oxycontin. Got them front teeth all rotten. Viagra mixed with ecstasy is the reason for your latest pregnancy? You the joker off that Heath Ledger. I'm a smoker. Her, why? Because weed's better. You brothers start to panic when you off that Xanax. Drowning in the gutter, you think it's the Atlantic. Them brothers on them pills, them ladies on them pills. Popping crap is why they can't pay the bills. They be sweating, they need gills. Screw that chronic smoke, they want them chemicals. My name is Jesus Christ. I just discovered that today. My name is Jesus Christ, and I did it, and I did not. Yes, I asked for this. I was a thirsty witch, and I made a deal with the devil, sir. But I'm gonna hit a lick, okay? Do you believe in Jesus Christ? You do. So this part at the end of the song is this woman that he sampled, that he interviewed, I guess, talking in the streets. So imagine that this female voice saying this. I'll redo this outro again. My name is Jesus Christ. I just discovered that today. My name is Jesus Christ, and I did not. Yes, I asked for this. I was a thirsty witch, censor. I made a deal with the devil, sir. But I'm gonna hit a lick, okay? Do you believe in Jesus Christ? You do. Do you believe in me? Yeah. I won't let you in, then, witch, because I joined the other side. Dame mas gasolina. Dame mas gasolina. Do you believe me now? No. Okay. Screw you, witch. So that's the end of that song. Kind of crazy. It's a great song, but it's just he's addressing the pill addiction in America. It's kind of crazy. The title track is the last track I want to talk about. Everything's Corrupt. Starts off with a rhythm rock guitar and high-pitched keys that have a futuristic feel to them. The rhythm rock guitar, drums, and high-pitched keyboard arrangement anchor the song. The drums have a kick, snare rhythm to them. A lead guitar comes in towards the end of the song and plays off in the background. The song is about how messed up and corrupt America has become. Ice Cube talks about teachers having sex with their students. He also talks about the preacher at church turning to prostitution. He also talks about how the politicians are for sale. So, I mean, this song sums up, why he wrote the album, basically, and just the state of the world and the state of America, basically, specifically, his perspective. So here's the lyrics. Everything's corrupt. Everything's effed up. Everything's about a buck. We crap out of luck. Everything's corrupt. Everything's effed up. Everything's about a buck. We crap out of luck. Verse 1. Go to school, the teacher wanted to screw the students. Go to church, my preacher turned to prostitution. The prosecution never read my files. That evil-ass judge fell asleep at my trial. This crap is wild. Chickens get as sick as the cows. Birds falling out of the sky. Fish dying in piles. It's fishy. Politicians smell like my bowels. I like that line. Talking that crap, really cramping my styles. I got many. Now I'm pinching pennies, no doubt. I squeezed Lincoln so hard a effing booger came out. It's a shame I used to be on the top of my game. They took the shirt off my back and replaced it with chains. I met Mr. Lee Harvey from the Tea Party. He used to hate Obama till he felt Hurricane Charlie. Looking for his FEMA check. It's gone with the wind. When them D's is in, the fix is in, censor. Of course, for my birthday, buy me a politician. It's a shame that you got to teach your children. Everything's corrupt. Everything's effed up. Everything's about a bug. We crap out of luck. For my birthday, buy me a politician. It's a shame that you got to teach your children. Everything's corrupt. Everything's effed up. Everything's about a bug. We crap out of luck. Second verse. Everything's a scam. Beat the next man. That's capitalism. They'll just build a new prison for your slick-ass brothers that's trying to beat the system. Put you on the front line if you ain't re-enlisting. It's hot in Hell's Kitchen. Get ready for the lynching. Brainwash media and puppet politician. Keep you out of position, out of commission. Buy medicine or food. That's not a decision. The 99% is man trying to vent. Police grabbed my effing arm. Then they got bent. Now it's in a splint. I can't pay my rent. The interest on my credit card, I ain't made a dent. The U.S. Mint, I heard they about to print. But it's effed up because I won't see a cent. I'm sick of getting ignored. This world I can't afford. I'm going to the pen, free room, free board. Which? Censor. Chorus. For my birthday, buy me a politician. It's a shame that you got to teach your children. Everything's corrupt. Everything's effed up. Everything's about a buck. We crap out of luck. For my birthday, buy me a politician. It's a shame that you got to teach your children. Everything's corrupt. Everything's effed up. Everything's about a buck. We crap out of luck. And the end of the song. It's a ball of confusion. My brothers, they losing. I know what you're doing. They drug abusing. My ladies be choosing. My Uzi be oozing. The thugs be cruising. They know what you're doing. It's a ball of confusion. My brothers, they losing. I know what you're doing. They drug abusing. My ladies be choosing. My Uzi be oozing. The thugs be cruising. They know what you're doing. I did enjoy reading those lyrics. I'm not gonna lie. I did. I did. Ice Cube's Everything's Corrupt is an album that breaks down the state of America in 2019 and 2018. Political corruption starting from the top and going all the way down to the bottom. Prescription pills have become more dangerous than street drugs. The dangers of taking the wrong drugs / bad dope can kill you. The dangers of apathy nationwide, and of course racism and poverty. This record is a true sequel to Raw Footage, which is another great record from Ice Cube. This record has come right on time and eventually will be studied in the future for its compelling relevance. I'll say that again. This record has come right on time and eventually will be studied in the future for its compelling relevance. On a scale from 1 to 10, with 10 being the best and 1 being the worst, I give this record an 8.5. My favorite tracks on this record are Super OG Intro, Arrest the President, Chase Down the Bully, Don't Bring Me No Bag, oh I love that song, Bad Dope, On Them Pills, Street Shed Tears, Ain't Got No Haters featuring Too Short, Can You Dig It, Can you dig it? That new Funkadelic, Non-Believers, Everything's Corrupt, and Good Cop, Bad Cop. Yeah, he made a great album. He did. So, good people of the planet Earth and the known universe, I enjoyed these reviews this week. Elvis Costello The Imposters with Look Now, great record. It's like a soul, jazz, pop, classical, rock. It's interesting. The production is very fascinating to me on that record. I like it. So, Radiant Children with Tryin, great EP, one of the best EPs I've heard in a long time. Every track I love. Fabienne Holloway's lyrics are just very personable. Like I said, very intimate. She lets you see who she is, for better or for worse. She puts it out there. And Tyler and Marco, I mean, her bandmates, they're a great trio. The music they provide is just splendid. Ice Cube's Everything's Corrupt. So 8.5 out of 10 I gave this record. So far, this record's the best rap album of the year. That's what I want to say. Yeah. Good people of the planet Earth and the known universe, thank you for listening to GSMC's Music Podcast. It's your Captain Keith. I hope you had a good time. I know I did. I appreciate you all. Thank you for listening. It means a lot. And until next time, I'll see you somewhere out in space.
You've been listening to the Golden State Media Concepts Music Podcast, part of the Golden State Media Concepts Podcast Network. You can find this show and others like it at www.gsmcpodcast.com. Download our podcast on iTunes, Stitcher, SoundCloud, and Google Play. Just type in GSMC to find all the shows from the Golden State Media Concepts Podcast Network, from movies to music, from sports to entertainment, and even weird news. You can also follow us on Twitter and on Facebook. Thank you, and we hope you have enjoyed today's program.